Hi, I'm Dana Sahai, and this is Take Notice on MCTV. Today, we're talking about the urgent need for people to donate blood here in San Mateo County. You may not be thinking about it while you're sheltered in place at home, thinking about a million other things, but there's still a huge demand for people to donate blood. Hospitals continue to perform blood transfusions on some of the neediest patients, those with cancer, blood disorders, and those requiring emergency surgeries. Here to talk to us today about the need for blood donations is Kevin Adler, Marketing and Communications Manager for Vitalant. It's formerly the Blood Centers of the Pacific. Kevin is joining us remotely so we can all practice safe social distancing. Kevin, thanks for speaking with us today.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
So let's just jump right in. What's the need for blood donations? What's different now than usual?
So because of all the precautions and all the schools and businesses being closed, we've had to cancel a great number of our community blood drives. Vitalant, we collect about 60% of all of the blood through these community blood drives. So without those being canceled, we don't have those donors. We need people to come in to donate at a donation center or to find a community blood drive that hasn't been canceled to donate blood, not only right now, but in the weeks and months to come, because this is not going to end overnight. We know that this is going to continue for quite some time. We don't know when it's going to end. So it's not just this week. We want you to come in and donate, in the next couple of weeks or even next month. Your donation is definitely needed.
So can you tell us about special precautions Vitalant is taking in light of COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, we want to make sure everybody feels safe when they come in to donate blood. First and foremost, we're taking temperatures as soon as a person shows up to donate. That's to make sure that the person is healthy right away. That usually takes place later on in the process. We're doing that right away. We're taking temperatures right at the door. Next, we're practicing social distancing throughout the entire process. And that starts with every donor is required to make an appointment. That allows us to better handle donor flow. And then when you're in the donation center, there's very little waiting, and we make sure that there's social spacing. So you're not sitting next to somebody. Our staff, they're constantly wiping down commonly touched areas to make sure those are disinfected. There's hand sanitizer all along the whole process. And then as always, all of our equipment that's used in the actual donation is single one-time use sterile equipment. Our staff, they're wearing masks and gloves in the process. We want to make sure that the entire donation process is a safe and welcoming environment for everybody.
Is Vitalant involved in any COVID-19 research?
Yeah, this is something that's fast changing. And it's a process called Convalescent Plasma. And you can find out more information on our website, vitalant.org/COVID-free. So if someone has been diagnosed with COVID, fully recovered, meet a list of requirements and eligibility elements, then what they do is they donate their plasma, and then it's transfused into someone who is suffering or battling COVID-19 right now. It's really in its early stages. We just had our first donation in the Vitalant group of this just in the last few days. But if you want more information on this, it's really exciting. And it's kind of a unique process that blood banks are in. We're not just, people think of it as just donating blood, but there's a whole nother part of it, Vitalant research and collecting of other products. And here is convalescent plasma, which has the potential, it's still in the early stages, to help people who are battling COVID-19 right now.
Great. The FDA recently eased up some restrictions, I guess, surrounding who can donate blood, right? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's a really big change. And that opens up the door for a lot of people who were not eligible to donate prior to possibly donate for the very first time. It comes in really three parts. First, it impacts gay men. Men who had sex with other men prior to this change could not donate blood for 12 months. Now they can donate a lot quicker. They can donate after 3 months of being celibate or not having sex with another man. Number two is European residents or people who were in a majority of Europe in the 1980s and 90s, including a lot of military, or including all military bases in that time. If you were in a majority of Europe for more than 6 months cumulative, you were ineligible to donate no matter what, permanently deferred. You could not donate. That has now changed. So you can now donate right away. I don't want to say right away because we haven't implemented the FDA changes just yet. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're working as quickly as possible to get those made. Those changes just came down by the FDA, and it'll take us a little bit of time, but we're working quickly to get those done. And the third one is travel to malaria risk areas. Before, there was a 12-month deferral or delay if you travel to a malaria risk country. Now there's only a 3-month delay. So all of these three things combined really open the door for a lot more people to donate blood, which is a great thing. It's unfortunate that it brought a pandemic to bring about these changes, but the FDA was looking at these for a long time. But I think this really opened the door and kind of pushed it through. And like I said, we're quickly working to implement these changes, and we're getting them in our donation centers and in our community blood drives as quickly as possible.
That's great to hear. So you're allowing more people to come in and donate. Is there a certain type of person who should be donating right now, considering the COVID-19 situation? Should certain people stay home? You mentioned you definitely have to be healthy. Are there certain demographics you're looking for?
First and foremost, you definitely have to be healthy to donate blood. 35% of the population is eligible to donate, so it's not everybody. But especially with COVID-19 and everyone's precautions, we're asking, if you're over 65, it's okay. Stay home. You are the most vulnerable. We can rely on other people to donate and take your place during this time. We want you to stay home and be safe. But if you're healthy, if you're feeling up to it, donating is an essential healthcare activity. It's okay to leave your house. A lot of people are feeling kind of cooped up sometimes. What can I do? Where can I go? I want to give back. Well, donating blood is one of those things. It's a great opportunity to give back to your community. But we ask that you be patient because, there's been a tremendous outpouring of support, and, finding an appointment immediately may not be available right now, but we want you to know that it's okay. Be patient. You can donate in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months. Donating blood is needed every single day.
So you mentioned people kind of antsy to get out of the house and go do something good for the community. Where would they be going? Where's your office located, and where would people be traveling to donate blood?
So we have 6 donation centers throughout the entire Bay Area, including right there in San Mateo, really close by to you guys. San Mateo, 42nd 2nd Avenue. It's right next to Mills Hospital, downtown San Mateo. That's probably the closest to your viewers. But we also have community blood drives. Again, we don't have too many right now. We're trying to work as fast as we can to get new community blood drives scheduled. And so you can either go to vitalant.org to find a community blood drive or the exact location of a donation center near you, or you can call Vitalant as well.
Great. I have one more question for you. Every time you talk about donating blood to someone who hasn't donated blood, they get squirmish. They think about a needle going into their arm. What's your advice to people who have never given blood before?
For those of you who have never given blood, it's really simple. The process takes, about an hour. And, when it comes down to it, who likes being stuck by a needle? But it's really quick. It's a split second. And for that split second of a pinch, you're making a lifetime difference to someone in need. It's the least that you can do. It's super quick and super simple. The whole process is really, donating the actual needle in the arm. If you're donating whole blood, probably only takes about 10 minutes. And that little pinch is really mild, and it lasts for just a split second.
Great. And the blood that is donated, does it stay locally? How do you distribute that blood?
So the number one priority is to help patients locally. Vitalant here in the Bay Area, we are the sole provider, sole supplier of blood to over 45 Bay Area hospitals. So we support local patients first. That said, if there is a need anywhere across the country, we're part of a network, a nationwide network that supports each other. So if there's a great need somewhere else, and if we have the ability to support that region, we will send blood across the country. Because, let's be honest, everybody has family here, across the country, across the world. But if you have, friends and family somewhere else, you want them to be able to have the same access to blood wherever and whenever it's needed. But again, our number one priority is here locally, and then we support regions where it's needed.
Great. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that our conversation here has spurred some people to go out and donate blood and help their community. It is a life-saving thing that people can do for the people around them. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Anyone who wants more information can go to vitalant.org and get some more information and make an appointment to donate blood in your community. Kevin, thank you. You're watching.
You're very welcome.
You're watching Take Notice. This is Dana Sahai for MCTV.